everyone, it's Jas. Welcome to Giving Up the Ghost. Today's episode 13, lucky number 13. We go on a field trip. Sher and I, escorted by local playwright Brian Langlotz, who himself has written an original play called Letters that will be premiering at this year's Winnipeg Fringe Festival. So please check it out. It's awesome. We also have a clip of it at the end of today's show. And he takes us for a very haunted special tour to the Man and Nature Museum here in Winnipeg. So please sit back, enjoy the tales of hauntings and mysterious happenings that are every day at the local Man and Nature Museum here in Winnipeg. Hope you enjoy the show. Again, as always, if you need to get a hold of us or would like to get a hold of us to contribute feedback, we welcome anything and everything you got to give us. Please email us at givinguptheghostpodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram now. Enjoy episode number 13, and always live every day like it's your last, but never, ever give up the ghost. Bye for now.
Yeah. And then, because we usually had two people, one greeter, one person at the fish station.
Okay.
Which was my idea, but they ended up closing that about a week after I left the museum, which kind of sucked. But
well, it wasn't the same as the shark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You made the exhibit. It was all about Brian.
Yeah.
And then I worked. Actually, Science Gallery was the very first place I worked. It was downstairs. But then, anyway, so after that...
Did you ever get to meet Chris Rutowski? Did you ever meet the UFO guy, Chris?
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay.
I used to know the Planetarium guys quite well.
Oh, yeah.
Mike and Scott. So then from there, I did the Nonsuch. And then from Nonsuch, I did the Discovery Zone, which is a little activity place just at the front there.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was a museum ranger, which was a guy that would walk around. He'd have a vest on with different things in his pockets, and he would drill them to the kids, like bear claws,
cool.
beaver pelts, stuff like that, and then they could feel it, full of bear skin.
Yeah.
Even though you know where or how to find us. We don't have merch yet. That's
I've got
coming.
a collection of business cards. So.
Oh, okay, perfect. Actually, we're going to get ones with little ghosties. Like
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you bring your ghost?
Yes.
My little baby ghost?
We brought the baby ghost.
Awesome.
I don't have all my gear today, so we didn't bring our magnetic wand of fortune.
No, we should have got that.
Really cool today, though. We're going to fully discuss after we do here. We're going to record a few more shows. We get together a few weeks, we do a few, and then that's how we get our catalog or whatever. And because IKEA was so good and we had so much material left over from IKEA, we're fully going to discuss more with sleep paralysis, and we have a bunch of stories on that.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
We should do divot boxes.
Ooh, that's like Ouija board shit. I don't know.
Jewish demon boxes.
I know about divot boxes, but we could talk about it. I mean, we could talk about it.
It's like we're going to talk about it.
You can buy them online.
Can you really?
On eBay, yeah. They sell them on eBay all the time.
No, Sherry, no.
I know, you know me.
You can make your own.
I need tactile. I could make my own too, but yeah. Like a tactile kind of thing. I need to touch things.
I do have a Ouija board. I've never used it, though. No one wants to use it with me, though.
No?
I just say no. Just no.
I want to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do an episode. We're gathering stories for. Actually, got quite a bit of stories now. Yeah, and we're going to be doing an episode of that coming up too. I have my own. I haven't really gotten into full detail. I will during that episode because I will never. If I know it's in a house and people start playing it, I'll walk out.
Really?
It was that bad.
Oh.
It scarred me.
Really?
It did.
She hasn't told me yet, so.
No. I did, didn't I?
No, you
I know
don't.
someone that got the Zozo thing.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that, too.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
No.
See, there's actually a talking board society. I'd like to get them on. I'd like to talk with them while we do that episode and get that lined up.
Have you done the haunted tour with Justin Daniluk?
No.
No? He does. He used to do the haunted tours, and they take you down and talk about the birds and the Marlboro and a couple other ones on this tour.
There's a Matt fellow that does the walking tour I want to get on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know of him. And then there's Kristen with Squared Pigs. We're supposed to have her on. She's
responded.
Well, she did a couple times, and we had something set up, and I never heard back from her. So, but she's a good one too. But there's a lot of good options, a lot of good sources here in town. Yeah, but
we can't pack it all into too many shows. We gotta spread it out a bit.
And we'll always come back to other things. things and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
And like what you said, that was really cool too about was it the Playhouse, right?
George, yeah, because it used to be, I can't remember where it used to be, but that's where George used to live
Okay.
with his dad, and they lived on the second floor, but George was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And when it caught fire, they couldn't get him down the stairs because they couldn't take him down with the wheelchair, so he ended up burning to death on the second floor.
Really?
So now he's haunting MTC, and he likes to play pranks on the actors by moving the keys and stuff and clapping.
Wow. That's sad.
It is sad, but like, and it's funny because after you wrote that and told me about that story, I was researching something up, and it came up that during that fire, four firefighters died too,
Oh, wow, I didn't know
or
that.
something, or they were badly injured. Yeah, and there was something. I'm like, wow, it's just funny how within like 3 days of him discussing that story with me, I found some other stuff always happens.
Sometimes, eh?
Yeah.
It's like, boosh, there you go.
Yeah.
You know.
So I was thinking today, because time's a little bit limited and we don't want to take up too much. Graciously,
Yes,
thank you so much,
My
Brian.
pleasure.
Thank you for
I love
coming
the
out. This is
museum.
awesome. Yeah. So, we don't want to go through the whole. We'll just touch on the stuff that you found
Right.
stuff, and if you want to tell us stuff too, I mean that's cool. I like to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
show you
kids
some-
present, so I can't swear, but
I'll show you the hidden stuff on the Nonsuch that we don't really show people.
Okay.
I'll take you upstairs to, I don't know if you saw the balcony view of the Nonsuch, so I can take you up there.
okay.
That's where I saw the ghost on the Nonsuch, just from up there.
Up there.
Okay. And you can tell us the stories like you wrote us and told us the stories. I did read them, honestly. But coming from you would be a lot better. Tell us the stories. We'll record it. And then...
Then we can reel you.
No. And then, but later on, I'll read the stories too to go with it. So
Right.
I gotta figure this out. I'll pay for our admissions too. It's too bad the ticket I had was like buy one for one kid. It's like, damn it.
Oh, well,
I should have told you. What is she? You'd be
This is my son.
That's
You'd
fine.
be surprised. If I shave, I look 14.
No.
This is my son from
My son from
another. Yeah. Here, can you put that in your bag?
Sure.
If you're like the storage
I'm like a
compartment.
storage person. What the
Well,
hell?
I'm gonna put
Because I
my
have a giant bag.
yeah.
I have my tablet in here.
I'm gonna put this in here, Ghosty. Well, you know what I was thinking? We could take a picture of Ghosty with that mannequin.
Yeah.
But then I don't want the spirit going on my Ghosty.
Yeah, no.
I do believe in that stuff too. I know, right?
Sometimes.
So,
I'm gonna lay him on top very gently.
and you said they videotaped stuff here too?
Yeah,
Hot
they
stuff?
caught the ghost downstairs on
Not a
video.
single-
Oh wow. They probably wouldn't show us though.
I tried to, I asked to see it and they said no.
No?
When I worked there at the time, they wanted the museum to be about the museum and not
Right.
about the ghosts, so
They
they
don't
didn't
wanna-
want people
yeah.
knowing about it and they would get upset if someone mentioned the ghost.
I know, but you know what?
But
They
then-
get more people coming in.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, but then watch this. The moment their sales are down for admission, guess what?
All of a
We're going to
sudden,
promote
they're
this
gonna
as a
have a
ghost
Halloween
place,
thing.
right?
Yeah, I know.
And actually, it's so cool because I was telling Sher the other day. I got in contact with the lady that runs the Doors Open, Winnipeg, right? So we got her permission. I just got to contact a couple of the venues to see if we can actually do our shows and record podcasts from there that weekend. I'm hoping for the Dalton Art and then the Vaughan Street Jail. So
Dalton Art
that'd be
would be
really
good.
cool.
Good.
Yeah, that's creepy. It's good in there. I like that.
That's good.
But the Dalton Art, I get a really good, nice sense in there.
Okay, nice creepy is good.
Yeah, but the jail, I don't.
No? Well, no, I wouldn't think so.
No.
It's not exactly a
Yeah.
horrible place.
Joy. Horrible place.
Yeah, let's go to the jail.
I'm surprised you didn't mention about the woman that falls off the balcony at the hotel for Gary.
Oh, never heard of
There's
that.
people that have noticed ghosts jumping off the balcony.
Really?
I wonder if it's Kate still.
I wonder if it's
I know it's a bride whose husband
It's Kate.
cheated on her or something.
Oh, a different bride.
And-
What's with all the brides there?
I don't
know.
I used to have a book on Magical Ghost Stories,
Okay.
and they actually used to sell it here.
Oh.
And they talked about how there's people when they walk outside the hotel at night, they see a woman standing on one of the
Wow.
balconies.
I
And
could see that. So
jumping
creepy.
off.
Wow. Creepy.
Yeah, that would
And then they race to see if she's okay, and there's no
And
one
there's
on the
nobody there.
ground.
Wow. I know there's another story of there's a girl that haunts like across the street is the Gentlemen's Club. It used to be a men's only club, right? And only the most prominent of the city.
The foo-foos.
The frou-frous and
Yeah.
the gentlemen and whatever. But they used to sneak hookers in through the
for
back
sure.
door.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't make a gentleman club
And
without that.
something got a little crazy, and one of the hookers got killed, and then they had to haul
By a
her out through the back. Of
Wow.
course, because he was a gentleman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
of course. And so she's known to haunt that building.
Wow.
Oh,
Anyway, but I don't
I
really.
wouldn't want to piss off a couple.
I mean, for all the, yeah.
It's like, seriously.
I mean, for all the ghost things we talk about and
Yeah.
we want to talk about, that one, I'm not saying that's hearsay, But I can see that happening, but there's just no way you're never going to find anything. That's one of those things that have been handed down.
Right.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. To research stuff, holy crap. When we got ready for IKEA, holy moly, we research it, and then we get there and it's like,
everybody's telling us stories.
Everybody told us. It was really good, though.
And that's what's going to happen with the doors open, I'm thinking, because, like, even that lady that I contacted, she says everybody loves a ghost story. So she's all in for it.
Well,
so,
yeah,
like,
everybody likes it. That's what they said, too, except no one wanted to hear any from us.
They wanted
to share.
Yeah,
because, you know,
that's great.
people like to share when they think you're not going to laugh at them.
Right.
Right? You know, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just like Cousin Ronnie. He wouldn't have said that if I wouldn't have mentioned it.
Is he coming?
No. Shithead.
Tell him I'm country people.
I know. I said I can booze you up and feed you.
And tell him we're from the country. Like, I'm, I'm all right. And whatever.
He's a chicken shit.
Well, that's the sleep paralysis guest.
Yeah, he had some really wicked stories.
We'll get him on the phone.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've had my own weird incidences. It's always when I have the same dream, but when I wake up, it feels like I'm falling onto the bed.
Oh, I used to have them when I was young.
Levitation.
And it scares the crap out of me.
You know what that's the start of? That's the start of astral projection.
Really?
Yeah. So if you can manifest that, you can do it right.
And the very first time I can remember this, I was a baby, really young, and I remember seeing my parents looking down at me in the crib.
Okay.
Watching yourself?
Yeah.
I know.
It was the creepiest thing.
Yeah.
And then the second time, it was a weird dream because time was all funky in the dream. Like when I tried to go really fast, I'd be going really slow.
Oh, yeah.
And when I tried to slow down, I'd be going really fast.
I used to have bouncing dreams where I had like no gravity. I could just walk and I'd be like, boing, boing. Never had falling ones or anything, but I was like a really bouncy chick.
No, I've never. So
we can't swear a whole bunch.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can do I know all the little secret paths to do. So
good. Even better.
I can speed up I can get to this gallery in 2 minutes.
Wow.
We're going through all
we can't run fast. I'm tired today. No. Trust me.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, you have to videotape yourself now too, sweetheart. Because I'm not camera friendly.
I have to put my glasses on to work it, so.
Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to hear the kids because there's kids there already. But
I know.
Every time I start, I could hear running or hear the kids giggling.
Oh, yeah?
Aww.
Interesting.
And it freaked the heck out of me. I'm like, why would they let kids in this early?
Why would there be kids though too? It's another thing.
Maybe it's a happy place?
I was just thinking maybe it's just a resonating memory of people that were here.
If you remember that they had to take a bunch of native stuff out, like the pipes and all that.
Yeah.
There were two reasons behind that. The one that made it the official reason was because the natives had an issue with it being in there and them not having the rights to it.
Like the sacred pipe, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the unofficial reason was because it was haunted as heck.
Oh.
And it was caught. People were complaining about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Complaining about just not feeling comfortable near it, and
Really?
at night they would hear stuff. And
Really?
So they put it down in storage, and they haven't heard a thing since.
Wow. I do remember that pipe, though. I
think it was in storage, or they gave it back to the tribe. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I was thinking storage would not be happy locked
But
away.
you think about this area, this vicinity is so old. Like, it's such an old area, Point Douglas and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know, right close to the river.
Yeah.
So close to the river. I could imagine there's probably, like, the people that portage, and who knows, right?
What's
like,
around here?
Sure,
we
you
don't
never
have a
know.
clue.
Well, let's go pay.
Okay.
Pay to play.
So did you know that the Nonsuch isn't the original Nonsuch?
That's right. I do remember doing that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it did sail, though. This one did
Yes.
sail.
Yeah, it did. I think it sailed from England to Winnipeg, or to Ontario. Not to Winnipeg, to Ontario.
England to Ontario?
Probably the St. Lawrence Strait.
Something like that. Yeah.
They all seem to go through there.
Where the boats crashed in the middle of nowhere.
But there was a guy on it who got caught. If I remember the story right, the rope for the anchor got caught around his leg, and when it pulled, it was just like a...
Oh, really? And that's the guy you think you saw? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, this is the person I was told I saw.
Right.
Well, he would
This
croak.
is recording,
He
so
would croak immediately.
Nothing changed.
Those have been here forever.
Yeah.
I can smell them. Ooh, it's dark.
So yeah, so
That's
just
where the video was. Where they
is that
recorded
really?
it. That's the
Is it?
place there.
No one in there?
Should not
She's
be
not
door
coming out.
asking.
Hello. Hi. Can I see some video footage?
They don't like it. So I guess we'll just carry on.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
You lead the... Sorry.
Sorry.
42%.
You're the star of our show, Brian.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally. You have the knowledge.
But if you, at any point, if there's something you want to tell us, we'll stop so that way we can pick
Yeah.
up on the
I'll
audio.
catch you really close, okay?
Story number 1 that Brian wrote to us about was when he was working at the Man and Nature Museum. The first story was when he worked in the